In this video, we'll be playing with the camera to show you how to focus on particular sections of your canvas and how to move the camera to a blank space on your canvas when you run out of space or you want to start a new section with a clean background. Like the previous videos, we'll stick to the fundamentals of using Video Scribe. Place all objects on the canvas, set the camera, and adjust the draw times. In this example, we'll have two text elements and an image from the image library. I'll create the first text element, just videohelp.org, and resize and position it on the canvas as the title. Next, let's grab an image from the image library. I'll type laptop into the search bar, choose my image, and place it into the project. Finally, add another text element. I'll type make your first video today and change its font and color. Then set its position. I'll also center align my text in the text properties window, which we'll go over in the next video. Okay, so that looks good as a sample project. Say you wanted to draw this scene without any zoom effects or camera movements. All you have to do is find the position that you want, hold the Control key on your keyboard, and keep holding the Control key while you click on each element in the timeline. You'll notice the different objects being selected on the canvas too. If you just want all of the elements in your project to be selected, use the keyboard shortcut Control A. Or you can click on the first object, hold the Shift key, and click on the last object. This will select all of the objects on the timeline in between the two objects that you just clicked on. Next, while all of the objects are selected, click on the Set Camera icon to set them all to the same current camera position. Finally, quickly change the draw times to better match the length and complexity of each object. If it draws too quickly or too slowly, you can always change it and try again. Let's preview the project. Looks good. Next, say you wanted to zoom in a little when the man with the laptop is being drawn, but have the text elements keep their original positions. Click on the image and use your scroll wheel or the plus and minus buttons under the canvas to change the zoom level. Whenever you zoom in or out of an object, the camera will reset so that the object is directly in the center of the screen. We'll give it just a slight zoom and position it so that you can still see most of the header text, and click on the Set Camera icon. Now if we preview the project, you can see the slight zoom and pan of the camera as the image is being drawn. We want it to look natural, so just a slight zoom and pan is enough to draw the viewer's attention and then return to the main view. To add to the scene, let's add an arrow pointing to the word today. Click on the Add Image icon, search for the word arrow, and pick out one of the many available. It's really big, so I'll scale it down by clicking and dragging on one of the corner points. I'll also rotate it by clicking and dragging on the circle arrow icon in the middle of the image while slowly rotating it into the position that I want. So we resize the image and set the draw time, so let's preview our video. The video plays normally except at the end when it zooms all the way in to draw the arrow. Why did that happen? Right, because we didn't set its camera. I want to use the exact same camera that we used for the other text elements, so I'll double click on our first text element from the timeline to go back to that element's camera position. Now just select the arrow on the timeline, and click on the Set Camera button so that it too has this camera position. Let's play the video again to make sure that it works. That looks a lot better. We have a pretty good idea about how to move the camera now, so let's finish up this video by going over how to move to a blank area on your canvas to start working on a new set of text and images. First, click and drag your mouse anywhere on the canvas. Since the last object that was drawn was the arrow, I'll move the canvas to the bottom right of the arrow so the movement looks natural. Add text or an image that you want to show first on your new section. Then set the camera and set the draw time. If we preview the video from the arrow, you can see the arrow gets drawn and then transition to the new area of the canvas. You can change the pause before the transition by double-clicking on the arrow and change its pause time in the Image Properties menu. We'll go deeper into this menu in the next video. Like I mentioned in the layout overview video, your objects in VideoScribe don't erase on their own. Your project isn't broken up into slides that disappear once they're done like in Powtoon or PowerPoint. You can always bring the camera back to an older section if you wanted to. Well, that's it for this tutorial. In the next video, we'll go over the Text and Image Properties window to add new effects and fine-tune the timing of your objects by editing their pause and transition lengths. Until next time.